Welcome back to the Dry Fire Journal. This is day 371, and today I actually didn't do a whole ton of dry fire work, and that is because this morning when I was splitting wood for our fireplace, I hurt my back something awful, and just standing up right now is painful. So here's the thought that I've been thinking of all day, and I wrestled with whether or not I wanted to share it in video form on this channel. But here's the question I invite you to answer to yourself. Who is it that you are carrying your defensive gun for? Who is it that you love enough to protect? And if you love them enough to protect them, are you also carrying to protect yourself for their sake? I say this a lot in my classes, that I don't carry the tools that I carry as a selfish endeavor. I do it to protect Shannon's husband and Levi's dad, Max's dad, Maisie's dad, Charlie's dad. For me, it's not a selfish endeavor. I have a spiritual belief in Jesus Christ that says, if you kill me, I win. But if I give my life in order to save my wife and children, what possible good have I done them? I first heard that in a seminar taught by Stephanie Widener from Active Self-Protection. And that question has stuck with me ever since. What possible good would it do them? So I need to protect myself for the sake of them, and I need to protect them. But here's the next layer of that question. Have you talked to the people that you love enough to protect about why you would carry such a thing and why you train the way you do? Have you told them that you love them enough to protect them? Have you told them you love them, period? I believe that love protects. I believe that love does a lot of things, but I believe that love is protective. But I also believe that love expresses. So take some time this week. Have a conversation with the people that you love, with the people that you consider your closest mantle of care. Tell them why you train the way that you do. Make sure they understand what it means for you to put in the time and the work that you do for their sake. And then maybe have a conversation with them about emergency plans and medical equipment. Even if they're not old enough to understand firearms at all, maybe talk to them about what it means to be out in the world and how sometimes there are things that aren't safe, and sometimes there are people that can choose to do bad things, and just start the conversation. But with people that you love enough to protect, that are mature enough to handle the conversation. Have a conversation about what happens if you need to protect them. Have a conversation about code words. Have a conversation about code signals, so that you don't have to say anything, but can make a simple hand gesture that signifies that we're leaving, or that they need to come to you, or that they need to get away from you, which could be really important if it's time to get the gun out. So, who is it that you love enough to protect? Have a conversation with them, express your love for them, and have a pretty serious conversation about why we do all the things that we do. I'll see you tomorrow.